It's mixed doubles semifinals action here at the Bowling Promotion Tour. This is the third of 4 stepladder matches, and today's teams are the number 2 seeds Finland's Peppi Konsteri and Slovakia's David Barak versus the number 3 seeds Philip Manning and Avan Rhodes, both of England. The winners of this match face our leading qualifiers, Finland's Elisa Hiltunen and France's Kenny Bio, for the mixed doubles title. This is our 7th match of 24 we'll be bringing you, and again features Baker doubles competition in that each team member bowls every other frame in our 1-game match. As with our women's and men's doubles pairing, the 18-game qualifying scores that all these bowlers have bowled in various locations around France were used to determine doubles pairings and seeding. In our last match, it was Rhodes and Manning defeating the number 4 seeds Emily Rogers of England and Mike de Boer of the Netherlands 202 to 191. And in our first stepladder match, it was Rogers and de Boer defeating the number 4 seeds Becca Manning of England and Arnois Ambiel of France 213 to 173. And the bowlers are now completing their practice, and we will be kicking things off in a minute. It will be the team of Peppi Konsteri and David Barak on the left lane, and that is meaningful because the left lane has produced almost all of our winners here in these various matches. The left lane has a more predictable characteristic to it. The right lane has proven to be more over-under, more cliffy. We are on the gateway arch, 42-foot, 9.3 to 1 ratio oil pattern. 26 mils of oil. There is a good look at Peppi Konsteri, PWBA member, and we are getting our pre-match hugs here out of the way, and then we will kick things off, and it will be Konsteri kicking us off on the left lane. Welcome back to the 2024-2025 Bowling Promotion Tour season. We have another series of 24 exciting matches for you, including doubles, team, women's, and masters singles competition featuring bowlers from 8 different countries. And there is Konsteri. She's got that attention star in her hand. That's a ball with a very, very strong mid-lane reaction. Let's see how she does on this gateway arch oil pattern. And indeed, that ball picks up hard in the mid-lane and turns through the beak to leave her the 610. Again, we had an oiling before the stepladder started. We are into our 3rd match, so we're definitely going to see some transition here. And I think Peppi expected to catch a little bit more oil. Again, it's a 9.3 to 1 ratio in this gateway arch oil pattern. We look for oil in the middle, and the pocket in general has been accessible, although the lanes have been a little bit tricky. And here is Peppi cross lane with the plastic ball and a textbook conversion of the 610 Sphère. Now we'll move over to the right lane, and Avan Rhodes will kick things off. Again, the teams stay on their respective lane throughout the match, and that's a textbook covered there by Peppi Konsteri. Avan Rhodes, just 17, came up with a couple of clutch strikes late in our last match. She and Philip Manning put together a key 4-bagger late in the match to win. And now she's down. Look at that ball hook. That ball caught the mid lane and just took off on her. She didn't get the right speed behind it either. So that's a very difficult split running off the left side. And watch this ball. She's like, whoops, got that one left a little bit and leaves the 1, 3, 6, 8, 10 combination. A very, very difficult Sphère, actually. I think if you can flush the pocket, you could make it. And let's see how she goes about it. And indeed, she's looking to go up through the pocket, goes a little bit high, and unfortunately only gets 3, and that's going to leave them open in the first frame. And watch this ball hook. These lanes are really starting to transition. I think earlier in the stepladder, that ball would have gone through the oil and stayed on target for the pocket, but now, later on here, it does hook. Here's our first look at David Barak, and if you think this gentleman can strike, you're absolutely right. He and Kenny Bio started with the front 9 to win the men's doubles competition. And that ball's high, but he gets the 4-7 trip. And he's throwing urethane there, so give them the strike. Watch this ball hook. He's way deep now. You can see the oil pick up on the ball, but it still turns very hard on the mid lane. So we're going to see these bowlers move further and further left to try to stay in that oil. And this is actually a ball change from Philip Manning. That's a attention star. And he goes right down the pike and goes dead flush. That's a little further right than we thought he might be on that shot, but it stayed and held pocket. And a beautiful shot there by Manning. Look at that ball go flush through the pins. And let's see the move that Peppi Konsteri made. She was high in her first shot. The very strong mid lane reaction. Let's see what she does here. Definitely had to get her feet to the left. And does. Look at how this ball's out to the right. And she gets the trip 4. That's going to be a double for that team based on a couple of high hits and a couple of tripped 4 pins. The right-hander's best friend. You can see she's left, gets it out to the right, picks up the dry, turns up a little bit high, head pin off the sideboard, and takes out that 4 pin. Thank you very much for that fortunate hit. And let's see what move Rhodes makes off of her first shot. She's definitely got to get herself left. And does. You can see she's definitely further left, but unfortunately goes right through the beak for the big 4 split. She left one of those in the last match as well. She made the move left, but not enough. It's right over the 3rd arrow. Gets it out to about the 8 or 7 board there, but boy, does it pick up. Turns right through the beak for a nasty big 4, 4, 6, 7, 10 split. And last time she just took 2 of these, just took the 6, 10. This is in our last match. She left this. And this time she just gets 1, so that's going to be 7 out for them. And already in a big, big hole here with 2 opens and their opponent with a spare and a double. And Rhodes gets it off to the right a little bit. Might want to get the count there, but nonetheless, they're down 1, 2. They're already down 3 marks. They're down 38 pins already. We're only in the 3rd frame. And here is Barak. Let's see if he can keep the ball in the pocket. Gets it way out to the right, and there's a ring 10. A good shot by David Barak. Again, this young man came out firing in the men's doubles. And it was he and Kenny B.O., the front 9, against Joe Crook and Ambial to take that title. It was Elisa Hiltonen and Peppi Konsteri defeating Becca Banning and Charlie Burton Williams for the women's doubles title. So Peppi looking for another title here, as is Barak. So let's see how they do. And here's an interesting shot at the 10 pin. We're seeing more and more of this these days, especially from 2-handers. The backup ball to go against the 10 pin opens up the lane, makes it a lot easier to convert. And here is Philip Manning, flush the first shot, and this one goes through, but he gets it. Oh, the head pin comes off the sideboard and takes out the 2, 4, and 5. Very interesting hit here. Let's have a look at this one. He says it goes, he threw it hard, goes through the break a little bit, but it comes out, and watch that. Head pin goes into the 4 goes into the 2, the 2 goes into the 5, and that's what you call a fortunate strike there for Philip Manning. And now Konsteri, can she use her new deep line to strike again? Gets up high. This time it is a 4 pin. A little bit high in the pocket. And let's see if she adjusts off that next time. Again, these bowlers are just going to keep moving left as we see the pattern start to break down. Not a lot of urethane, so we're still seeing some pretty good back end reaction. And you just got to keep chasing the oil, especially on the heads. You got to have that front part of the lane skid, have the ball skid through it to retain energy to carry on the back end. And here is Konsteri straight at the 4 pin, no trouble. And again, the 36 pin lead now for Konsteri and Barak. And let's see if Avan Rhodes can find the range here. Avan just 17. It's a tough position to be in, especially when you're down here. But really good experience for these young, talented players. Let's see if Avan moves even further. She does, even further to the left. And comes up to the pocket and gets the trip 4. Big shot there by Rhodes. And the psychological boost as well. She got it left. She's left with her feet. She's out to the right. The ball turns up and says, come on, come on. I threw it well. She did throw it well. And gets the fortunate trip on the 4 to bring it back forward. So that eats into the lead of Konsteri and Barak, and a very, very key double there. And let's see if Manning can keep it going next frame. Here's Barak again. He went ring 10 last time, has not missed the pocket. Hits the pocket again, slaps the 10 out, but leaves a blower 7. Wow, what it's a pretty good shot. Watch this. Look at that, all that hit. You can see that hand go around to the side. And he's like, oh, I'm going to get that one. And watch this unfortunate hit. Unfortunately, he hits the 5-pin too hard, pushes it straight back, and not into the 7. And that's a bad break there, I would have to say. That blower 7. And now 25 pins separating these teams. Can Philip Manning close the gap once again? Again, my name is Bruce Hall. I'm your international commentator for these Bowling Promotion Tour matches. Shout out to Bruno Bidone and Marc Chavet, your French commentators, and Marc will have an interview with our competitors after the match. Stay tuned for that. And here's Manning, another straight up the pike. Turn it up. Yes! Slap the 10. Gets the triple to get it down to 15 pins, eating into that lead. And a huge 3-bagger there for the Rhodes and Manning team to put them back into this match. Konsteri and Barak have hit the pocket their last 3 shots, but not struck. Meanwhile, Rhodes and Manning throwing the triple. And here is Konsteri's shot. She left the 4-pin last time. Does she make the move? She does, and gets the tip on the 10-pin. She made the adjustment. Give her credit for that, and gets it out to the right. Comes in a little bit late to the pocket, and look at the head pin go over, and just the tip of the pin taps out the 10-pin. And that is what you call a messenger, a scout, a farkle. But give her the strike. And indeed, a key one at this time. Okay, Avan needs this one now. Get it down to 5 pins this match. And she throws it out to the right and flushes it. Perfect shot by Rhodes. That was the best shot she's thrown in either of these matches. And watch this reaction. She's way left with her feet. Gets it out between the 3rd and 4th arrow. The ball turns up perfectly, and a dead flush strike for Avan Rhodes to make this a 5-pin match. Huge shot there. And to do it on the right lane, too. Right lane has proven the more challenging of the lanes. Here's Barak. He's been all around the pocket. Can he finally get rewarded? And does. Dead flush there for David Barak. And he gives his team back the 15-pin lead. He says, all right, come on, come on, come on. I've hit the pocket. That's right. Come on. Give me some reward here for hitting the pocket. And a very good shot there. All right, here we go. The 8th frame for Philip Manning. Can he get it back to 5 pins? Pretty close match here. And Manning straight at it, goes down the lane, and gets the slap 10. 5 in a row for the Rhodes and Manning team. Excellent recovery after the slow start. And here is Rhodes right between the 2nd and 3rd arrow. Boy, you got to give Philip credit. He moved right, went straighter, and he did it on the left lane too. He did it with the optimum idle. This time he's doing it with that fairly aggressive attention star. And here is Konsteri. This is her last shot of the match in the 9th. Can she get it? Gets it up late. Week 10. So interesting situation now. 226 available for the Konsteri and the Barak team, and 242 available for Rhodes and Manning. So Rhodes and Manning can actually get up and shut this match out if they can keep striking. They have 5 in a row. Very important spare here. And it's going to put our match within 4 pins. She does convert. Good shot there. And again, 226 available for Konsteri and Barak. And no trouble on the cross lane spare. Now it will be Avan Rhodes' last shot of the match, the most important shot of the match. Again, 242 available for the Rhodes and Manning team if they can strike here. Meanwhile, they're actually down by 4 pins. If they pace out, and she gets in, throws it out, gets it out to the right. But it comes high and a little bit slow. Now it's going to be a 9 count. Going to give them the 5-pin deficit going into the 10th frame, and both teams on spares. So 5-pin match as we move into the 10th. And here we go. I don't think Rhodes will have any trouble with this 3-pin. I shouldn't give her the spare yet, but I don't think she's going to have any trouble with it, and indeed no issues there. So a cover there. So here's the situation. 226 available for Konsteri and Barak, 221 available for Rhodes and Manning. And can David Barak get up and just put this thing away? If he can double and 7, that would be the match. Double and 6 even would do it. But most important thing is the double. And if he doesn't double, then Philip Manning can to win the match. Barak has not missed the pocket. Gets up and gets it light. And there's a 210. This is a disastrous shot for Barak. Gets it to the right and pushes it down the lane a little bit. Comes in late for the 210. And now he pretty much needs to make this, or Philip Manning will just have to get up and mark to win the match. Again, he goes with the backup, and he makes it! What a shot! 210 conversion by David Barak. Watch this. He gets the backup ball out to the dry. It comes back up, and he makes the 210. What a shot. Yes. That was awesome. He leaves the 210, converts it, and now Manning will have to double. We need a little bit of count here. We need 8 pins of count to make sure that Philip Manning then must double to win the match. And let's get the ball to the pocket, gets it out, turns it up. Good shot. Good shot there for 214. And boy, what a key conversion on the 210 by David Barak. That is an amazing conversion. One of the best ones we've seen in the entire stepladder in this whole bowling promotion tour. I'll have to tell you, that was the key split conversion. And now all the pressure back on Philip Manning. He must double here. He's been in the pocket. He's thrown it well. He goes right at it, pulls it a little bit, and it holds for the strike. He gets it. And now he just needs the one more. Can he do it? He got left a little bit, but look at it hold on the oil. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Give him the strike. Yes, sir. All right, here we go. This is going to put them in the victory if they can do it. 221 available, 214 already in the books for Konsteri and Barak. He needs this strike. It's very simple. Strike or go home. And ball's away. What do we got? What do we got? And he blows the rack! And he gets the strike. Philip Manning coming through in the 10th after a clutch 2-10 conversion by David Barak. Philip Manning straight up the 12 board. Watch this ball turn. He rips the rack. And he just won the match. All he needs now is count. He needs just 5 pins, 4 pins even would do it. He just goes straight up the lane. And that's enough for a 220 to 214 victory. Wow, what a match. That's exciting. Congratulations to the Rhodes and Manning team. Philip Manning coming through with 2 clutch strikes in the 10th. Once again, moving to the right and going straight up the lane. What a pro move by Phil Manning. And he comes through with that attention star straight up the pike and ends up with a double in the 10th and 220. And let's look at our statistics here. You can see 8 strikes on the Manning and Rhodes team. They put together that 5-bagger in the middle of the game, and that carried them to victory. After the 2 opens by Avan Rhodes early in the match, they will go on to bowl our final. And here's our interview now with Marc Chavet.
A tremendous semifinal experience as well alongside David Barak. The strike minator is going to tell us what exactly happened out there, because it got off to a tremendous start, and at one point in time, David, things just kind of moved around and shifted somewhat.
Yeah, so the thing was, I threw a bad shot, only one, but at the worst moment, so that cost me the game. I made a split, the spare, but Phil did a great thing, so he made 2 strikes, so good game.
So it's all about that precise moment in time, the defining moment of the matchup that can make the difference between winning and losing. David, all this bowling promotion tour, it's been a tremendous opportunity to explore some of the sites here in France, go to multiple cities, multiple bowling alleys as well. What are you going to walk away with from this experience?
I'm going to walk away with really good feelings, because I made a lot of friends, I meet a lot of good people, and I played good, and it's a really good tournament, really good organized tournament, so I'm going to take away only good feelings and good experience.
And are we going to see you next year again?
Of course. If they invite me, I'm coming.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And we're going to welcome right now the winner, indeed, one of the winners, one half of the team that secured passage into the final. We can't wait for that matchup as well. The man himself, Phil the Machine Manning. I call him the Machine. I don't know if he likes it or not, but Phil, it's a tremendous demonstration. Again, the grit, the determination, and just that philosophy. One should never give up, because it's never over until the very, very end.
Yeah, exactly. You can never count anybody out in this game. You know, David and Peppi are always going to be the favourites. We're always going to be the underdog. But, you know, everybody loves an underdog story, and sometimes it just happens for you. And today was one of those examples for anybody, really, that just until somebody says that game is over, it's never over.
And look at what lies ahead, Kenny and Elisa as well. That's going to be a tremendous matchup in the making here, just moments away from that one.
Yeah, it's going to be another tough one. But I trust that we've got me and Avan in a good place, that we know what we're going to do. And as long as all 12 shots are the best we can do, I won't be upset, and I'll be happy.
Yeah. Sounds great. Another great philosophy. Thank you so much, Phil Manning. Look forward to the final, and thank you guys for being with us right here on W.O.N Sports. See you soon.